Doot, 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 doot. Oh, it's awfully dark in here. My goodness, I didn't realize it was quite so. Can we even see that there? Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in DayZ. We're in version 105. This time, we're not on the console today. We are on the PC. I wanted to go through a few things, walk through some of the updates that have come through on Twitter. It's a little bit easier to do it over here, just because I have access to things. This will be, this would be like a short one. I think I have like roughly 2 hours. And then I got to go run around and do some more stuff. Quick update. I know we have, shoot. Let me bust out the notes. Okay, so we've got the Boyfriend Squad server that's down. I must have done something horrific because they have to change something. And I did try to add it. Well, I did add an alternate server that's fresh, and that one is also stuck. I must have the magic touch for servers. So that's still in limbo, unfortunately. So the sooner we can get that up, the better. I'm hoping to have that resolved sometime today. So thank you for being patient. I know. Okay, yeah. So here's the plan. So one of the servers will be for events, and then the other one's going to be the server that we've had. And even if I can just get the event server up so we can play, great. I really would like to recover, if at all possible, and it looks like it is possible to recover any of the the progress. Wow, I'm like stroking out. What's up, guys? What's up? Yay, yay. So this weekend's gonna be super busy for me, unfortunately. So I'm gonna really try to squeeze in as much gaming as possible. I know we've got potentially today we have to kind of go outside and more like channel news. We've got potentially Star Citizen hitting 3.7 in the live branch, which is huge. And there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff, so we have to kind of slice off some time for that a little bit. We still want to mess around with Agrarian Skies. Atlas came out on the Xbox. We do want to check that out. We definitely want to keep playing DayZ. So it's going to be busy, but I know I'm going to be tapped out for most of the weekend. I think Sunday night I'll be okay. So it's been nuts. It's been nuts the last few days. And then on top of our server not working correctly, super frustrating. So hopefully you guys will bear with me long enough that we can get that sucker back up and running. So yes. All right. I'm hoping we can go through. Oh yes, and later on in this stream, I'm hoping to bust out some Livonia again, and we'll kind of walk through a few other places and try to match up some of the spots that we've seen up to this point. Okay. I'm going to try to get to a spot with this vehicle. Whoopsie. Well, maybe, okay. Maybe we just go over some of the stuff that's on Twitter right now, since it's already nighttime, which kind of sucks. Yeah, you know what's crazy is that we can actually double carry in the vehicles on the PC, but we can't do it on console right now. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, buddy. What's up? What's up, Doctor? Roberts. We had Joe in the chat. What's up, guys? We had Kimmy. What up? Oh, was it Kimmy? No, I'm sorry. Kimmy, I'm reading the notifications down below. I mean, Kimmy will most likely be here. And if you're there, Kimmy, what's up? Little says, DayZ Clickbait Captain. Even the stream is labeled Xbox PS4. Oh, you know what? I actually meant to put and PC. We do typically play on console. If you check any of the last streams that we did, we're typically on there. I'm just doing it for now. Most likely tonight. If I have time tonight, once I get back doing all this crazy stuff, we'll be back over on console. We'll be playing on official. And hopefully if our other server's up, we'll be playing on the community server as well, getting ready for the event. Yeah. Doctor says He says, sorry about the server issues. Nah, man. I appreciate everybody's help, too. Holy crap. Like, it's been awesome. Like, you guys have been putting up good suggestions and everything else. It's been awesome. Yeah, we just got to get it all, like, stabilized. So I guess they've got to do something, because I have done absolutely everything I could think of. He says, yeah, it's every time, guy. This little, I don't know, little Jim, you must be new. You need to check the list. We bounce between both of them, so if you're mad, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, I'm mad that you play on PC and Xbox, I guess. I meant to make the title PC as well, but, you know, whatever. We're only going to be doing this for like 2 hours, so. Yes, it is. Doctor says, not being able to carry while driving is sorely missed. You know it. Okay, yeah, and another reason why we're over on PC today is because I want to kick over to this guy. I want us to cruise over the top. This question, have you had any luck finding tents on console since the new update? Yes, I found a medium tent, and they seem to be spawning in, or at least the place I found them was a hunter stand, which is pretty cool. Little Green says, I'm not new, not mad, just mislabel all your videos. You must be new. Yeah. His question, have you anything like finding the thing? He says, yeah, double carry in a car would be nice to have back. Still got the duct tape glitch though. That's true. My name on Xbox should be right here. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Sorry, I switched setups again because, yeah, obviously we're over on the console side. Tim says, Jimmy, does it even matter? I mean, yeah, like in a way, it should, but at the same token, the fact that we play between the two of them, I think we have a pretty good mix of what's out there, but I mean, I guess some people are just pissy, you know what I mean? You can't please everyone. Or they're mad at a different level for some reason. I don't know. It's all good. There it goes. It's right there, Milos. The Beast King. Okay, so I'm kind of waiting for the sun to come up, so with that, let's just go over some of the tweets that we had recently so we're kind of up to date so people know what to expect. Now, I mean, it is super dark. Super dark. Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Jimmy, you need to be more observant because, yeah, making a snap judgment like that, you're off base, my man. Like, okay, yeah, I forgot to put PC in my title right now, but I mean, honestly, the last time we were playing was on Xbox, so I don't know. I don't know what you want, man. I don't know why you're pissed off, but you know what I mean? I guess have a better day. It says, hey, Robert, duct tape glitch still works for you. It works if you attach it to somebody else, apparently. I do have 3 dozen else. That's very true. Gamertag again? He says I was not paying attention. Exclamation point GT in the chat. That'll show you. Alright, here we go. So we're going to be talking about or showing some of the more frequent information. Frequent information? Wait a second, is the sun coming up? I'm all disoriented because this is not the character I typically play on. I should probably be inside something, right? It would be foolish of me not to. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to shut this off real quick. Go inside. I don't want a zombie to get me. Okay, my food and water appears to be good. Alright, so we're going to go over most frequent information for console players because that's where we play. Even though somebody in the chat seems to be extra salty today, and I don't know why, but that's fine. Yeah, we're going to be going over some of the tweets from the developers here and talking about the current state of console. I know PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Okay, so let me just start over. So PlayStation and Xbox We're on version 105. PlayStation is listed as 104, but trust me, the actual build number matches up with 105. So whenever you see a version number for the PlayStation 4, just add 0.01. So it'll say 0.04 for you. That actually means 0.05. So we're dealing with the same things. The biggest thing, I think, up to this point is got to be the crashing, right? I mean, the desync sucks. We'll cover that, but I know we've been crashing a little bit. I think a total of like 4 or 5 times for me. But since I've been away and not playing as much, I'm sure I would have more. But yeah, I know PlayStation. We've heard people talk about how they've been crashing like every 30 minutes, and this probably won't help. But I mean, it could help in future versions. I know whenever we update on Xbox or PlayStation, it helps to hard reset your box and then come back, but I know it's not fixing it for this particular issue. I really, really, really believe it's the build. The build needs to be fixed. It needs to be optimized because we're getting it on the Xbox and you guys are definitely getting it on PlayStation. We have desync issues still. Now, here's another reason why I wanted to go over this. Okay, so I don't even know what today is. Today is the 10th, October 10th. We have more machines being moved over, which is a good sign, but we're still seeing desync heavily on our side, which is not great, you know? We're getting things stuck inside of the vehicles, inside of any containers. Like, I'm on the PC right now, but I mean, obviously, if you've watched this at all, like, you see me bounce between PC and the Xbox, and since the Xbox and the PlayStation are on the same version, so we pretty much have the same problems. There's some slight differences between the PC version to the Xbox because of the fact that they're consoles. And like one of the things, you can't actually double carry inside the cars on console, but you can here, which is, I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but it sucks that we can't over on the console. So anyways, we've most recently been dealing with the crashing and everything else. So I honestly believe, again, to kind of go back, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm back. So I think the only thing that's going to bring us relief is going to be, because since I think it's the client, is going to be a patch, right? So what are we looking at as far as like the next update? Obviously, I'm on the PC. We don't have a new patch yet, so that's usually a good indicator, but we do know one of the next major patches is going to bring in Livonia, and we'll go over some of that later. I've also done some videos on that as well on my channel. Do I even have that up yet? I don't think I do. Do I? I do. There we go. We've done a few of those over here. In my DayZ highlights playlist, I do post daily DayZ content there. A little caveat, I post both PC and console. I do primarily console, and so yeah, if you just see it back and forth, I try to mention it almost every time for salty people like Little Jimmy's Pickle Master or whatever his name is. He came in here, it's like, you never play on console. I'm like, are you sure? I have how many streams posted in there? Many. Yeah, like my stream count is extremely high. Like we're talking, let's just take a look. It's high. 208? Is that good? Anyways, so yeah, I think the only relief is going to come with the next update. So the reason why I'm talking about like Livonia and everything else is, yeah, we want to see the new map. Now, whether you get it or not, that's fine. But knowing how the cycle works, okay, so we're sitting at what, the 10th? If this comes out November 13th, there either needs to be internal testing or there has to be the testing that comes out, or the experimental hits PC first. And then we try it out here, it stabilizes, and then it goes to stable branch, and then it goes out to PlayStation and Xbox. They work on the port, and then it goes off to certification. So in order to meet the deadline of the 13th, this next update needs to come in quick, like in the next couple of weeks, or like we'll hear something in the next couple of weeks. As far as how fast it moves, I have no idea. We have a hint of what Livonia looks like, but it's only because we can open up Arma 3 and look at Livonia that way. So, like I know there's going to be some differences there, and we'll go over some of that, but I mean, at least the stuff that we can look at in Livonia, it'll be nice to at least become familiar with the map in that way, because at least, oh man, I forget the name of the city. A lot of the major cities appear to still be there. I think a lot of the changes will come down in the forest area, and that's okay. Like, we'll go over that later, but I think because we know the 13th is going to be the release date for Livonia, and in turn 106, I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, we're on it'll be 106, and it'll be 105 for the PlayStation, but really it's 106. We need to make sure that or I'm sorry, they need to make sure that they're dialed in and they release this thing quick, because we already know once it comes out, it takes some time to settle in, even on the PC side. And we don't know if it's going to go from the way it typically does from the PC over to the console or not, or if it's just going to be a release for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox at the same time. I kind of have a feeling it might be, but who knows, right? I mean, Bohemian kind of does their own thing, which is fine. So, hang on a sec. This dude's salty. Okay, so with that in mind, I just lost my train of thought again. I'm all over the place. Let's go back to the tweets. So I think it's a good indicator that they've switched. I mean, it stinks. I know that we've switched servers a lot. Wait, this is my page. We've switched servers a lot, like between PlayStation and the Xbox. We've had a lot of migration. And I don't know if that's going to help us in the short term. It should help us in the long term for sure. But it's really, I don't know. For whatever reason, they keep really pushing these servers. Like, something must be going on, because I know we had the accidental wipe on the last update, right? And that wasn't good. And if this is preventative for that, great. But at the same token, like, I know we've had a problem with loot spawning in. I think more recently now in official servers, it's actually spawning in, but there was some weird cycling that was happening with the servers over the weekend, or last weekend. So I don't know. I don't know what that means for stability for us right now, but it's pretty insane that there's this much migration happening, right? I think it's good, but I mean, maybe this is where some of the problems are coming from, question mark. Oh shoot, here's the, oh wow, okay. Old server. Did we have that many servers? Did we have that many New York servers? Were there really two sevens? Wait, did they say they're adding these? My God. Oh, okay. We're currently in the process of switching all machines to new machines. Well, the number stays intact. The location might change. I don't remember having this. Okay, these are different regions. Okay, but this is East, NY. Huh. Oh, there you have it. Wow, yeah, I don't remember seeing 001s, right? What? I mean, that's cool. Anyway, so there should be more consistent experience. Because I know right now our biggest problem is, well, not finding loot for one, but I think that's leveling out. I think it's the desync is pretty rough, and obviously the crashing is an issue, because I've crashed in the middle of combat, I've crashed in the middle of an airfield, and the PlayStation 4 players, and I think it's the OG boxes, they say they're crashing every 30 minutes, no matter where they are. And obviously that's not a good game experience, especially for a release title. I'm not trying to be poopy about it, but it's the truth. So I just hope that the next update ushers in that stability we were looking for in this update, which is, what update are we on? 105? 104 for PlayStation, but really it's 105. So we'll stay looking at the information that the developers release, and keeping everybody up to date, especially if we see some information that kind of adds up to something like, hey, maybe we see a release date, or maybe we found this in the ARMA map. So a good reason to subscribe to the YouTube channel over here. I do post daily DayZ content over there, and if you do find this stream/video useful, or you have found it useful, be sure to drop a like, and let us know what's going on in your platform currently in the comments below, or even in the chat right now. That'd be great, because we definitely want to we want to test the new stuff. We want to hear what problems other people are having. We have a pretty good community from all the different platforms, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, over on the Discord. Discord, again, is in the description below, and it's also in the chat. Let me make sure I'm typing on the right keyboard. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. Crashes are client-side problem. Yeah. Well, I know sometimes, Doctor, when there's a weird communication between the servers and everything else, it can cause a crash. But you're right, like 99% of the time, crashes are client side. Um, but I know some games, the way they communicate or like verify packets and stuff, sometimes if they get a weird, they can eat it. And let's be honest, Behemoth's a little bit, I would expect it from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's mostly client. But either way, I think the 105 is going to bring in better stability for us. But I mean, who knows? Who knows how long this map is going to take, or how long they have been working on it? But it should be good stuff. Finally, it's daytime. So yeah, we'll be going through different advanced building techniques. We'll be going through the Livonia map a little bit, and then I know I have to cut out fairly soon. So we'll go ahead and plug our, even though it's not up right now, but we do have a Xbox community server. Just search BoiFriendSquad, and it's the Americas, and it's the server that does not have a password. But currently, right now, 12:47 p.m. October 10th, we're having issues with the server, so hopefully we have it up this evening. But just know that you can search for it there. In the meantime, you can join the Discord, and we do have a separate section for that. Let me just go ahead and show you. It's up here at the top. Boom, US DayZ Xbox server. Bing, bing, bing. And our DayZ community over here that supports all the different platforms. Jeez, I'm like all over the place. I'm like looking to the left, looking to the right. That's PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Please respect everybody's platform. And as Milo's found out, if you spam, you get wrecked. And not to mention, it usually doesn't do what you think it's going to do. And most everybody will not like you very much. So, yeah, again, we got the Discord over there for DayZ and everything else. And please stay tuned because we'll have, we'll have some Star Citizen most likely this evening. But if we don't, we're going to go full tilt into DayZ. And hopefully most of the day tomorrow, which is Friday. It's so bad. I've been doing so many things this week. I'm like, what day is it? So yeah, good reason to subscribe again. And we're going to keep pushing to some building techniques, and then we'll mess around inside of Livonia. Stamina is somewhat different if your gear is damaged. Yeah, it feels like it for sure. I know if you take off your articles of clothing and put them back on, it can restore it to the way it should be. Wait, Tim says, I play on the Xbox, or the DayZ Xbox community pisses me off sometime. I play on the Xbox. I've been following DayZ since Arma mod days. Nice, man, nice. So hoping for it to come to console, and our community is toxic as fuck. I mean, Tim, if you've been playing for that long, you already know. It's like saying, man, I hope the Rust community isn't toxic. You're like, kind of comes with the territory. I mean, I think it's okay. So if you're talking about like RP and PvE, yeah, it's harder to do that right now because we don't have a lot of the server options we can do. But I mean, yeah, I mean it's kind of the game too, you know. Says, is that a Tombstone reference? If no one knows. Okay, hang on. Let me check something real quick. Is my character good? Am I gonna run out of stammies? Yeah! I'm trying to check my time real quick, sorry. Okay, so it's 12:51. Okay, we should be able to do some of this building stuff. What's funny is the last time we did the raid test, we used a lot of our nails. So I have a good idea of how and where we're going to try this. I just hope we have enough resources to pull this off. And I did it here, well, A, because this is where we have access to the Arma stuff, but also we have a lot of stuff on this dude here. But man, we're rolling deep on the console, and especially with the new, or I'm sorry, with the new gear spawning in correctly. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited for that, I really am. Like beyond community servers, like on the official servers. Yeah, our server is currently broken. Says I rented a new server and the update is good, but my old server is still messed up. Jess, try stopping the server and then restoring from the most recent update. If that doesn't work, stop the server, reinstall it, and then restore from the most recent. But let all the cycles finish completely, if that makes sense. The restore should work, and Don Sibley's confirmed that. I just, in a rare case, sometimes it can be stuck, and that's where we're at. Says I was doing inventory moves and such to get organized and notice my stamina changing when I move some things. Yeah, it does, based off of weight, and there's a glitch right now where if you feel like your stamina gets stuck and you're trying to move it back up, take off like your pants and put them back on, and then like a vest, and then your shirt and put it back on, and then you'll see it restore back to where it should be. It's a glitch. For sure. Alright. Let's see if we can grab... You know what's unfortunate though? I don't have barbed wire to show some of this other stuff, but it should still be pretty good. Sarka baby. We haven't seen one of these in a hot minute. Yeah. Now is my Nightbot spamming twice in the chat, or is it good? No. It was spamming stuff back to back. I don't think, not on this one, no, no, Tim. But typically, yes. What's up, man? And it's been a hot minute since I've been able to stream, too. Like, this week has just been insane. And this weekend is also going to be insane. But hopefully, well, at the very least, starting Monday, I'll be picking it back up to a normal schedule. But I think once things die down on Sunday for me, I'll be back to going hard in the paint. I'm open Sunday night. But man, I don't know what I'm going to do if Star Citizen comes out like tonight, right? It'd be like, oh jeez. Well, the update. Just a show of hands in the chat. How many people are interested in looking at Atlas on the Xbox? Hang on a sec, I got a phone call. Whoopsie. Doctor says, glad it's all okay, Jade. Yeah. Well, and that's the other reason why, like, I was trying to get the server stuff going. I, like, wasn't home, and then I was home, and then I was gone again. I mean, it's nothing, like, crazy. You know, like, everything's fine, but it's just been busy. I don't know about you guys, but, like, if I don't get to game, I get pissy. Okay, cool. Joe said yes, Atlas as soon as possible. Nice. Honestly, I want to see the difference between... Because I have it on PC, obviously. I mean, we played it right when it came out. But I want to see what it's like on the Xbox, and I want to see, like, what the integration is with the PC. I know I feel a little mixed on the crossplay. Like, I like it, and I want it, but at the same token, I would like some kind of control over, like, how we merge. Because I'm more than happy to play with PC players, but like if hacking gets bad for a particular patch cycle, I want to be able to, you know, avoid it. Otherwise, I would just play my PC. You know what I mean? And let's not forget the keyboard, mouse versus controller scenario. Yeah, I want to check it all out and see what's what. Daisy says, I had trouble finding scopes too. I got a stockpile of ARs, 2 Tundras, and one of my... only so many of them spawn per server. Yeah, there's definitely a cap. But as we found before, with them updating the servers or doing the restarts, or whatever they were doing, I just got... ugh. It's all over my glasses. Oh, that is so vile. The, jeez, I just forgot what I was saying. Yeah, you notice that none of the new gear was spawning in. And it was like those loot tables were stuck between 104 and 105 for sure. I just looked in here like a dummy. I don't know why I just put that back on. I was like, oh, I didn't loot that. Let's go get it again. Jeez, okay. And honestly, I really want to get back to our server and our official server because we've gotten some stuff going. Honestly, it would probably be... it would work better in our schedule if the Star Citizen thing came out tomorrow. But we'll see. I don't know. It was supposed to be scheduled for today. I'm assuming it's going to be late afternoon or early evening, but that's a big guess on my part. Says, where can I find Tundras? Can't you find Tundras at, shoot, where would we find our Tundras? Was it Hunter Stands in the castles? Like Zub Castle, Devil's Castle. You know what's crazy? I picked this location because of the type of ladder, but I actually don't know if I can place a fence kit up here. This is more for example. I hope it works, but we're about to find out. Well, I do know I need 2 large... okay, there we go. They're in the back. That works. Oh, where do you find Tundra scopes? Okay. Shoot. Not the medical center thing in town, but the shoppy. And I can't remember where we were finding scopes after that in the most recent update. What's the server called when you get it up? It's called the Boyfriend Squad. BOI. This should have it. Wait, I'm sorry. It's this one. Oh, jeez. And we'll most likely continue this build advanced stuff over on Xbox later on today. Or early tomorrow, depending on what's getting released. What the windows are like tonight, right? This evening. Okay, we just need some poles and we'll be all set. And I might hit the car, so let's play it safe. Hunter camps, there you go. How long would it take for one of you guys to run to Northwest Airfield? It depends on where you spawn. I can't say I've had to run there recently. We almost always have a car to just drive up there, you know what I mean? It's okay, me and some of my friends will join and make home. Nice. Yeah, it's just not up right now. Hopefully we get it situated once I get back. Because I literally am going to be streaming, then I have to go out and then I'll be back like early evening, right? Is that right? It's so bad. I don't even know. It's DayZ, they're all laggy. It seems like it changes every patch though, right? Like which one's easier to drive and deal with? Okay, perfect. This bag will come in handy. Can we even... oh, we can't? What? I mean, I guess we'll just put it down here then. Plop. Chop down this other one. Gotta watch my time so we can still do some Livonia. Says I use the iSurvive app with a protractor and a compass. Usually it takes 45 minutes to an hour. There you go. Do you know if we had to wipe it or not? Just curious. No, you don't. You just restore from a backup. If you're talking about the community servers and it was not spawning in loot. Bang bang. It's a PC server? No. The BoiFriendSquad server is an Xbox server. And we are going to be adding PlayStation, but we have to basically make sure our Xbox server is up and running first. It's like, it seems like everything is oh, okay, so get this. When we were done with the last stream on Xbox, right? Remember my right bumper was like freaking out? And to be fair, that controller has a lot of mileage on it, right? So I'm like, okay, it doesn't owe me anything. I've really put some hard miles on that sucker. So I have had a backup for months. So I open it up, and I'm like, okay, cool, getting everything else situated. And then the down on the D-pad, this is brand new, is like stuck or messed up. I'm like, really? And I don't think I can return it to Amazon because I bought it so long ago as a backup. Because I knew it was coming. Like the other one just had serious wear on it. So I'm like, great. So I had to bust out like another controller that hopefully lasts long enough before the other one gets replaced. I'm just like, alright. So my other server's down. My controller's like not working. It's been nuts. It says, what's the new map coming out? It's called Livonia. And we do have access, like full disclosure, and I'll run over this again once we walk through it. The one we have access to now is the base for it. There will be changes to it on the DayZ side, but I think for the most part the cities and the major landmarks will hold. I believe that most of the changes will be in the heavy forest area. Just by the way a DayZ map is organized, there is a gap, and I think the most logical place where they're going to make those modifications, or the most modifications, in my mind, is going to be the forest region. You know what I didn't do when I came up here like a dummy? I didn't bring a kit. I just need to see if I can place. And you know what? I think I know you can't place one up here because I tried previously. I'm trying to find basically a staircase. Oh wait, it flashed for a second, but is that just the one that does when you yeah, when you whip it out? Okay. I picked a bad spot. Man, this is not typical. Well, I guess we could go up to the apartments. That does work. Says LOL, I've got like 8 controllers. I dismantle them and clean them as needed. Yeah, I'm getting there now. This is bet they got flashed. Oh yeah. Says, yep, with the new map, are we gonna have to rent a separate server, or how's that gonna work? I think you can set the server to something, but I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. November 13th. Yeah, you're correct. Which basically means it's coming in with the 106 patch, which means it's gotta be soon. Has to be, unless they're behind. On the lip? Okay. I'm gonna grab the other fence kit, because that's all I really want to do to show what we're talking about. How did I not bring it with us? Wait, okay. Up, up, up. I must not have. Okay. Well, I do have a piece of rope somewhere, don't I? I don't. What? How am I? Is the map gonna cost like a DLC on PS4? What do you think? I'm gonna assume that you do have to pay for it, but they haven't said. And maybe that's a good indicator that it is gonna cost something. Because they haven't actually said yet. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, get the game right first before you charge for anything, and It does make a lot of sense. I think it would buy a lot of goodwill if this one was free, to be honest. 3 SUVs are what pulled up here. 5 men each in an empty SUV. Yeah, it's not up yet, unfortunately, Joe. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. I just want a regular fence kit, because this will illustrate what we're trying to do. Dude, my inventory is a hot freaking mess. We'll just make it on slot 9 and we'll be good. There's people definitely going to jail today. This is good though. Done with seeing strange people on my road. Say what? Says, didn't see the squad server last night. Yeah, I know. You know what's crazy? As I was going through, like, cause I rented the other server on top of, cause I'm like, look, this is gonna fix it in the immediate future, and then that one's stuck. I'm like, what? Is my luck freaking good this week or what? She said, well, you can have a controller mounted on the wall. The little sign underneath that says break in case of emergencies. That's pretty much what I did, although it wasn't mounted on the wall. It says killing someone at the water well. A no? A no-no? I mean, you can if you want to. Yeah, BioLaser and I were talking about how to take the main server, our community server, and really start to mold more of like the DayZ Underground feel to it. So once we get things, it's most likely going to be next week by the time we start adding those changes. Can you stick on the lip? Oh, you can. Oh, how about that? Okay. Alright, well that definitely works then. And I didn't bring up the... Man, I'm so slow. Alright, we're going to bring up all the different pieces. It's going to take a few trips. Yeah, I think so, Alex. I think it's going to be like 15 or 20 bucks. They haven't actually said yet. It says, is the horrible car desync fixed now? I don't know. It is really bad. Jeffrey says, new player here. What's up, man? The DayZ Highlights playlist should have a lot of stuff to help you out. And I just hit... What's up, Bio? You said my name. Yeah, what's up, B? I'm still trying to get the BFS server running, my dude. It's a hot mess. Apparently, I'm the only one that knows how to break stuff quite like that. Okay. Twitter piece. Pause. There we go. Theater mode. Yes, the DayZ Highlights playlist is also in the chat, but it's also in the description. And we have many things here. We have guides. If you're brand new, there's a new player guide. Right. Oof. You know what? I still need to make another playlist that's just for that. We have stash guide. Anything that says guide. BioLaser has a new player guide as well. There's a lot of options here in the DayZ Highlights playlist. So I would say start there. Says also we lost our gunter. Ah, man. It was either despawned or got stolen. Yikes. Jeffrey says thank you. Hey, no problem. I got lost on my own page. Isn't that sweet? Games for Fun says on PS4 you can break... it says you can break a wall from the outside easy. Not easy, no. They did... Oh, jeez. The developers did say that they're going to do a revamp on the whole building, rating process in general. Collection, building, rating, all of it. This is kill anyone, but don't fresh kill. I mean, freshies are dangerous right now. With the bleed effects being what they are, they're super dangerous, like freshies, because all they have to do is cut you once and just dip. Says YT didn't send me the notification for this one. Ah, man. Ernesto. This sucks. Still got 2 adders and 1 logo. Nice. PS4 blue screen been cancer now. I stay inside the house and shoot. Yeah. I've had a couple weird crashes. I've been lucky so far, but I encourage freshies to make big plays on geared players. Like, what do you got to lose? My shoes jacked up. Oh, I think they're ruined. Uh-oh. I was hoping they get hauled and stop having random people wandering around. There's people cutting through my yard to see my aggravation. Yeah, are you talking about real life, right? Says I found some cool people playing DayZ and some IRL friends. Nice. I think my shoes are ruined. No, they're just damaged. They look trash, though. Yeah! It's like second time I've had to fix my shoes. That's not good. Well, I guess we can start framing up the idea of what we're trying to do here while I'm climbing up and down like a fool on the side of the building. Now, this can be done anywhere, so we'll continue this again on Xbox when I pick up the stream again. If we're not streaming Star Citizen. Star Citizen, by the way, BioLaser, wink wink, nudge nudge, 3.7's coming up, probably today or tomorrow. But anyways, advanced building techniques. Now I know on PlayStation and Xbox, we're in 105 and PC. And again, don't be alarmed, PlayStation, if it says 104, it's really 105. I know building is, it's useful, but it's not where it should be yet, right? Like, it's not like a Rust or an Arc, right? As far as offering some form of protection. It's very easy to knock things down. So you have to keep that in mind. So, and maybe I need to say it, it's not the best idea to keep your good loot in the base if you're signing out, because the likelihood of somebody finding it and stealing it is very, very high. I would highly recommend stashing things off base. Again, I've got a video on that in my DayZ highlights playlist. I think I have it highlighted here, don't I? Don't I? There it is. Ding, ding, ding. Loot stash guide. Right there. Yeah, and honestly, the best place to hide your loot is on another character, if you can do it. But bases still have their uses. If you're going around what is it, a city like this, and you're trying to get looted, it's a good place to centralize your loot, kind of bring it back, sort through it, and then move it, especially if you have a vehicle. And in some cases, it can be a good defense or deterrent towards other players. Now, if you've got the cheese to pull this off and the manpower, it can be worth it. And there's a couple of techniques that I've seen. Some that I've just made up, and maybe other people have done it. And some of them I've actually seen other people do, which I'm like, wow, that's cool. So let's try to mix them together. Now, this location isn't exactly stellar. This is more of find a location that's like this, that has one entry point, or at least a ladder entry point, because you can really control what's going up and down. Now, I haven't tried it in this location exactly, so I'm hoping it works the way I think it does here. But if it doesn't, I know it works on apartment building tops, some construction sites, anything that has a ladder access to the top, this will work. There's definitely a caveat to it, because you must keep a character at the top, because if it's a one-way entry and you've got this blocked off and somehow your character gets worked, I don't know if you can get back up. So have at least an alternate signed out up in that location to kind of do base control or damage control. Okay, so, and maybe some people have thought of this, but let me move this little guy. But if they have, I have not seen it online anywhere. And even if it exists somewhere, that's okay too. Alright, so let me see. The wall's going to open to the left. In this case, it doesn't matter. We actually just want to cover it. Now, if you're on the console, PlayStation, Xbox, to rotate, obviously you don't have a mouse wheel, so is it up or down on the, I think it's up on the D-pad. It's either up or down. I think it's up. We'll rotate your fence kit. Now, as long as there's no obstruction here, we should be able to wreck this and stick the poles down at the same time. You know what's crazy is I don't think I've got the wood on my character. Yikes. Okay, so we're going to attach the logs, which you saw us cut down earlier. Pretty self-explanatory. And let me go grab the planks. Now, this is obviously most useful, or actually, you could do this with with just a straight fence, because I think this will block you. But if you have barbed wire, this will also work. I am not fortunate enough or rich enough in the apocalypse to have barbed wire quite yet, so we're gonna use our imagination, kids. Yep. This is exactly get gear and kill those who would kill you. Yes. The trust should be very limited in this game because people will try to clap your cheeks. It's a thing. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought I had all the wood and stuff in there, but I don't. Can I just straight combine? Good, good, good. Okay, that'll work. We don't need much. Let me make sure I have nails. I don't want to have to climb back up again. So we got this and pliers. Good. So I think a lot of the building techniques right now that can work are not only locations like this, but they're not glitches and they're not exploits, but you're kind of utilizing the build system as it stands now to at least give you some form of fortification. Now, obviously in any game, Rust, Ark, Conan, DayZ, honeycombing, creating multiple layers of anything is always good. And don't assume that's just going to keep people out, because it's not. It's more about stalling somebody to getting to your location. So you'll hear them, see them, or it takes them so long to get there they either burn through their resources or you will see them by the time they get to you. But I still think as it stands right now, the best way to hide vehicles and everything else is in the woods. Or in the woods in a car tent with camo netting on top. It's pretty nice. Okay, hopefully we have everything if I'm not a bad kid. You know what? Let me slide this over one. I think this works the way I think it does. Or if this works the way I think it does, we should be able to see it right here. I'm going to slide it up just a little bit. Okay, my fence kit is right there. I know that proximity is super tight now, right? Like, as far as the radius. Alright, this should work. Even the beginning of this game, when it was new, no instructions, no manual. Yeah, it's kind of the allure, though, that it's so hard that you just kind of have to piece it together, and it is what it is. Oh, wow, so I'm not even seeing that. It's actually in this. Okay. I don't think that'll mess us up. I hope it... Can I at least... Okay, I can at least see the base. There we go. I hope I don't lose this, man. We're sitting here trying to do an instructional thing, and it's like, I lose it inside. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen this in other places, but if you make a... It's like, okay. It's ringing in my ear. Dope. Come on, put it down. There we go. Now, I want to say we're going to need to actually construct the frame for this. I hope I have enough nails. I think I do. Okay, attach and hatchet that can be used as a hammer. Lower frame. We're just going to do the outer frame, or lower and upper frame. Not the upper wall, or wooden wall. Okay, there we go. Upper frame. So, obviously the things you need are things for a fence kit, so it would be 2 wooden logs, planks. It's already getting messed up. Planks, nails, metal wire, and pliers. Now, if you can get barbed wire, that's ideal. Honestly, with the way things are working right now, if you are lucky enough to get any of those, just start to stockpile them. Kind of like lockpicks. You always want to stockpile those, especially if you've got a lot of alternates. And obviously you want to space it out whenever you can. So we're taking the metal wire, attaching it here, boop, 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 and I don't know if I have... I'm trying to do this pretty universally because this should work on just as easily for Xbox and PlayStation as it does on PC. Okay, so building the gate, I have pliers in my hand. Okay, so if you had barbed wire right now, you could place the barbed wire here, and then stick it on the bottom portion, and then open the gate straight up. Oh, you know what? Do I want to open the gate? Because I think I might have a... I actually need all the rest of this stuff. Did I just lock myself up here like a dummy? I think I might have. Oh, jeez. Anyways, the idea is you place barbed wire here so they can't actually get up. Now, what I was going to show you, but now I'm afraid to, is if I open this up, having this giant... Because it's going to open at a 90-degree angle almost, so it's going to go straight out, and it's going to cover the top of the ladder. Then they can't get up. And same with the barbed wire. Not only is it going to block that position, but it's going to start to cut them. And there's no way to pull it off because you are on the ladder animation. So that's what I mean by when you do this, have at least one character that's alternate that's signed out up here. Now, okay, so obviously there's another ladder point here, but if there wasn't, or if you had another fence kit over here with the same idea, nobody can get up then. There's a few apartment buildings that are like that as well, where you can just open the gate on top or place the barbed wire and then you're good. I kind of want to do it. You know what? 44 is enough. Now it should block us from walking. There you go. See how I just blocked it? Excellent. Now what's even better is you can just take the metal wire off the frame and then you just rinse repeat. I think we still need pliers in our hand to do this. Can I get it? Okay, there we go. Dismantle gate. Excellent. Bingo. I always try to keep pliers around and space them out whenever I can because they're just so good. Alright, let's go try this on the other side. Watch, I actually go right through it like a dummy. I'll be like, well, there goes that idea, but at least you can stick barbed wire on there if this other one has been fixed. I'm pretty sure it keeps it there. Yeah. Trying to catch up on chat while I'm walking down. Yay, yay. My pants look like they're ruined. Almost. Almost 100% wet. I'm a little afraid to do this because it might throw me off the ladder entirely. What's up? Orlando says, Jade Monkey, what's up? Well, I can tell you right now, if we get thrown off, we're going right to the Livonia Tour. So you're like, oh man, I got wasticated. This is probably the worst place to do this now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, see, it's gonna bump me off. I don't want to do it anymore because it's actually gonna knock me off. Now, even if this was closed and you didn't have the barbed or the fence, the metal wire for the fence, you could put the barbed wire there, and that's devastation because you're locked on the ladder. You cannot do anything else. You can't do vicinity. You can't use your pliers, so it's impossible to take it off. So it works in this place, although this isn't a great location, but it can work in other spots that have this type of pattern to it where you can cap the top almost completely or entirely if you have more than one fence kit. And it should work right now, and it should work in the future as well. So we're talking PlayStation, Xbox versions 1.05. Really, it's 1.04 for PlayStation, and we're talking today is October 10th, and this should work probably for future versions all the way through 2019, and probably even beyond that, but let's go on this other side and see if we can... Now this other little piece I found, I saw somebody else too, and BioLaser pointed it out to me that on somebody else's base that we were stealing their stuff from. It's an interesting... Looks useful, very, very useful. It says what? It says, so you can't leave it open when you just log off. Yes. You have to make it in such a way where you can actually reach it. So you could actually take the fence kit and put it in a little bit further, so then you could close it. Yeah. No, you actually can throw it through windows. Alright, this is the other one we saw. And this one's quite useful. We do find a lot of these wire meshes. And what stinks is when you have them like this, and you place it, man, that scared me. And you place it on a surface, you can't fill it up, right? Because it's not on the dirt. But this one was already filled. And then if you have a large container like a sea chest that's 100, you can actually just pick it up directly. Look at my hand. So the wire mesh is filled, or it should still be filled. I hope so. Yes. And then it, since it fits in the container, you just walk up on it and you have an activation button. And it just fits in the box. So you can stack stuff like that. What? What? Pretty sick. Yeah, pretty awesome. I'll show you how we fill them up. Since I had to push from Northwest Airfield, stick to Vibor last night, drank the wrong cooking pot with raw meat in it. It happens. Yeah, picking this up. Now, I have a feeling that whatever this is, it's going to be patched, kind of like the heart emote when you can move around, which is useful. But as you can see, it's been patched out quite a few times for other objects, but it hasn't quite been caught for everything yet. So let me just show you this. So when we actually, I think I can still unfill this, right? No? Maybe not. Oh, there we go, empty. Whoa. That was weird. That was really weird. There it goes. Whew. It's like the animation was stuck? Odd. Best way to get food, BK133 and go hunt wolves for some real food. Yup. Cooking food definitely helps. Okay, it should be empty. It's on its side. Just for the sheer fact that you can fill it up and just move it is nice. Now, it's always going to be on its side, which sucks. But at least you can stack them. There you go, fill it up. Garden beforehand. Push to the pups. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, see? Same thing. Once you have a container that's big enough, you're good to go. And you just hit F, which would be what on the Xbox? X? And is that triangle on PlayStation? I think so. Anyways, you can just pick it right up. Good to go. So we'll be continuing and applying these advanced building techniques and doing some more of it later on this evening, especially if the Star Citizen update isn't out yet. And if it is, we'll just pick it up in the morning. What's today? Thursday? We'll pick it up Friday morning. And then I know I'm tapped out for the weekend for the most part, but I think Sunday night we should be back in the thick of it. So again, if you found it useful, be sure to drop a like. And if you guys are talking about different things you want to see for building or have comments, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And again, if you subscribe and turn on notifications, you'll get notifications for both live streams and for videos, as I do post daily DayZ highlights, or daily DayZ videos in my DayZ highlights playlist. Wow, that is a tongue twister. And a lot of other games. We'll be giving Star Citizen some love, and hopefully Minecraft in the very near future, doing Agrarian Skies. It's been requested. So yeah, on to Livonia stuff. Because I know I'm on a tight schedule. DayZ has its problem, but there's no other game like it. Agreed. You're still able to dismantle it if you have access with a tool as it stands right now. Okay, hang on a sec. Thank you for the subscribe, Little Maz123. Yeah, alright, I need to make sure most of our stuff is collected here. I do want to hit up the old Livonia. Yes, the shovel will remove them. This one should be... Can I not pick this up? There we go. Yeah! So see you guys, lunch is over. Safe travels. Raja. Stick this in the ground here, as I think we are most likely safe here. Odin says I'm back. My ISP had a bit of a meltdown. I feel you on that one. It's a little freaking nutty. Wow, there's like no mark for that. Interesting. My character's gonna die from being cold though. Yeah! Says I did it in an apartment and it hasn't been rated yet. Devin says, so when you guys build a wall, you know how the first thing you do is you put pillars. They're not breakable and you can line them up. Oh, Robert Olson with the super chat. Thanks, my man. He says, what's up, sweet cheeks? What's up, B? Yeah, it's been a hot minute. This week has been nuts. I just wish I was streaming and playing more, to be honest, this past week. Yeah, even today, like, I know I gotta cut it short in about an hour? 45 minutes? Let me see if I can grab my nails. Did I grab them? I did. Oh, I almost fell off. Or it felt like I was. So I got hoarded by 20 zombies in town. Got in a building, killed them all through the window one by one. Bandaged up, still died from the sickness. Could not find the right meds, I guess. Yes. Tetracycline is very important. Says F'd on PC Awesome. Yes? EOFD, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Yeah! Says I'm watching JM while working. Nice. Says shh, not too loud. Okay. Yep, okay. Well, the good news is if the Star Citizen thing hits today, we're gonna be heavy on the PvP. Because it looks like the caves are a hotbed for not only cash monies but like ships and FPS, so it's gonna be tight. Hot action. Okay, I believe I can sign out one of these buildings with safety. What's up, J Otto? He says, what's up, y'all? What up, BB Cheeks? Nice. Beaver says I'm at lunch. Yo, yo. I gotta close this. Oh, sewing kit. Of course I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, let me switch. Did the notification for... Oh, it didn't. Okay. Let me make sure that shows up. Yeah. Roberto. I appreciate that super chat, my man. That's awesome. Kimmy says, oh, new map today? I wish. We're going to be walking through the one that we have been checking out. I think we can close this for now, because we'll... Well, yeah, because we'll... If we play DayZ again, it's going to be on Xbox. Well, if we play it again today. Frank Lee says, just sub, man. Nice. Or he said, just sub, son. Son? Appreciate it, sir. If your, what do you call it, subscriptions are public, it will show up on the stream. My brain, some of this will be a repeat from last time, but I've thought about a few things, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about it. Nice. I have a video posting today. What time did I post it for? Was it 2 or 3? My balls itch. Nice. Nice. Did you see my DM say, Kimmy? I didn't. Was on Discord? Discord, yeah. Oh my goodness, I just looked at it. I saw that on the news. They're like, something, something storms. And I'm like, that's a little early, right? Or no? It felt like it was. Okay, so... Man, that's super loud, right? Like, what? Okay, good. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. That's crazy. But also kind of cool, but also crazy, Kimmy. Oi. Yeah, I still gotta get donuts, too. Where are my priorities? Wee. Alright, I know I'm short on time, so I'm gonna take a whiz real quick. Because the only thing that's keeping me going is high amounts of caffeine at this point. BRB. Okay. Sorry, thank you for waiting. Apologies. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go ahead and dig this up. It's very cold. I bet. That's just crazy to see that much this early on. Kimmy. Alright, I know we've covered some of this before, but I've been stewing on this for a hot minute. Let me just find some of these real quick. Beep, 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 boop. We've had a few more posts in this department as well. Oh, what? I didn't see that post. Haha. Okay, here's one. Can we do it like this? Yes. Oops. Is this? There's another Livonia post. Where are you? Livonia! Bio says, is it weird to get a boner watching your stream? No, it's nature. Dude, Bio, did you answer me earlier? I asked about the Star Citizen update. If that comes out, you gonna be playing tonight or what? Homemade? If not, it's gonna be tomorrow. Just Maxsters loved zooming in through it. It's snowing in Denver, 19 degrees. Jeez. Frankly said make one. Okay, let me make sure. Robert Olson, super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see if it actually plays as it should. Yes. Apple fritter this morning. Oh man, Kimmy posting the apple fritters in the Discord was like, I want it so bad, I want to eat it. Well, donuts in general are always amazing. Okay. Bing. You know what? That was weak sauce. There it goes. It actually played through. Again, thank you, Robert. Sorry I didn't have the overlay going correctly, but it should be good now. All right. Gotta find our last Livonia post. Oh, there's one. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know if I can find that one yet. We found the shooting range and stuff. This is the all-important one right here because this proves a lot of stuff. Bingo. Okay, so I know I've got limited time here, so we'll just kind of walk through whatever we can. Walk through the ideas here, and hopefully it makes sense. So Livonia is currently on Arma 3 Contact. I'm sure some of you know, maybe some of you don't. Now, it's based off that, so there will be changes, but the good news is, since it's not out for PC or Xbox or PlayStation yet, we can at least see the base map. So with that, we've got Livonia. Bingo. As that loads, we're going to find, I think this is in Galinska. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but we'll line it up. But it also proves that A, the map is similar, but there are changes. And that's one of the things I want to talk about in a little bit more depth, and we'll play around with some of the weather too to kind of match up to maybe get a feel of what it's going to look and feel like. So, and going over some major locations again, just so we're familiar with it. Yeah. Actually load up yet? There we go. Now the real question is, do I remember all the key commands for this? Gotta make sure my brightness and stuff isn't blown out. Galinska. Is that super blown out for you guys? Alright, we're gonna go to... Ding ding. Galinska. Now we don't know yet, and they're going to be showing more of this map and giving us more sneak peeks as the weeks and days go on. But as you can see very clearly, and I've shown in other videos, that this is the map for sure, like no doubt, but there are some subtle changes, like my window's freaking out. There's nothing on the bridge here in our picture. So as I said before, I think a lot of the terrain in the cities are going to maintain. They'll either be like trees taken away and new buildings added. There could be some subtle changes as we're already seeing here, but at least we know Galinska exists, and we're sitting right on top of it. Now, what's the big deal with that, right? So, again, something I covered in one of the previous videos. We're looking at the DayZ map, and we're looking at its layout. So the spawn points are here, tracing it with the hand tool the best I can. Whoops, I'm so bad. Hand tool right here. So as you know, all the easy tier loot or tier 1 loots here on the shoreline, it starts to step up as you go in. Better loot. Tier 1 would be the shoreline. Tier 2 would be the inner band. Tier 3 would be like maybe some of the airfield here, right? Like right in this general area. And then Tier 4 loot would be up here. Tizzy military base, and so on. So with that tiered system, it's basically where you spawn is the easy stuff, and you have to fight your way or earn your way to the top tier. So it has to be the same way in some degree for Livonia. So with that in mind, it could be a lot of different configurations. And I just want to make sure, hang on, let me just double check. I got all these buttons here. I don't want too much of a delay. I feel so pressed for time because I am. I don't know how well we can see this, but let me try to zoom it in just a little bit. And this is the only map we have of Livonia, and for the most part, like I said, it's going to maintain. But if you kind of look at the camera, this is where we're sitting right now. This area down here is the tree area. As you know, Livonia for DayZ is going to have bears, and it's going to be a hard thing to survive. So I'm assuming that they're going to be in the wooded area down below. Makes sense. But as we found already, if somehow you spawn here on these city lines here, this is where a lot of the loot's going to be, because this is where all the major cities are, right? Let me kind of zoom in so you can see more detail. I'll try to go slow, as I know when I watch these back later, I'm like, did I show enough detail? Let me know. And yeah, at any time, if you're watching this up in chat, be sure to leave a comment to be like, hey, check this out. Or even if you're watching this as a video later, you know, anything you want to see or things you want us to test. Now remember, this is Arma 3. Like we could spawn in a little bird that's not in yet, and we have cars that don't really match up with the cars we have. So we could maybe do a vehicle so you can get an idea of what it looks like, but it's not going to be the same vehicle. We can mess around with some of the weather effects. We can check military locations, stuff like that. So anything you want to know, just let us know down below, and we'll do our best. But remember, this is going to give you an idea of the map, but it's not going to be the whole map because there are going to be changes. So take that with a grain of salt. But if you learn the map now, I think you'll have an advantage when it does come out. And as far as I know, I don't think I covered this in the beginning, this is supposed to come out November 13th. Today is October 10th. And it's going to come out for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. We don't know if it's all going to release at the same time, or if it's going to be PC, get stabilized, and then get moved out. But I do know that if we're playing on official, whether this map is free or it costs money, assume that it's going to cost money. Even if like the player base, some of the player base has this map, I think it's going to be okay because you could just transfer. So like, let's say you want to make your home here in the town, and then if you go raiding, you go jumping to other servers like Chernarus, right? Good old Chernarus. So it's kind of like Ark in that sense. Maybe that's a bad analogy because Ark has left a bad taste in my mouth, but you're going to be able to move through, and it's not necessarily going to fragment the player base because of that transfer. Now that's unofficial. I don't know how it's going to work on custom servers. I don't know if they're going to be interlinked or how that's going to work, but I'm sure we'll find out in the near future. So back to the map config here. Just make sure I'm finishing this point. So I'm assuming that the beginning spawn zone of the tier 1 will either be above this, what is this, the river? In this area, this could be your tier 1 as we start to slide in. Like down here on the other side of the road or river, this could maybe be tier 2, and so on and so forth. Tier 3 maybe. Actually, the more I'm tracing this, that feels pretty right. But tier 4 seems to be pretty sporadic, right? So maybe there's going to be more additions here in the tree line. There would almost have to be if there's bears, because if that's the hardest loot, or the hardest, if the best loot's out here in tier 4, that would make sense that there's bears out there. Did I say that right? Did I sound all mixed up in my head? Does that make sense? it makes more sense that it would be the beginning zone would be on the top of the map here, and then the tier starts to go up as you approach the bottom or the forest area. It could be flip-flopped, but just looking at this, it does make sense. Like, think about it. Navigating the trees alone is going to be a challenge, right? I mean, shoot, let me get elevation so we can just fly over there super quick. Hard to get a sense of scope. That's the edge of the map. We come back down. Yeah. Yeah, okay. See what I mean? Navigation, orientation in general is going to be difficult. So it would make sense that the higher tier loot would be here. And we do have other things that kind of match up with that. We've got the... Oh, wait, I'm actually looking right at it. Let me... Are these caves? Hold on. Slight detour. Okay, I don't see any cave entrance, but it was worth looking. Oh, what? Did we just find that other image? Like, these are military locations here. Not too many military structures. And again, there could be additions to these in the future, right? Or in the future, but on the DayZ map itself. Isn't this the other image we saw on the... It says DayZ's a good place to sightsee? Am I crazy? I think we found this. I had not found it before. Almost? Oh, I see a prison. Oh, wait. I think we did find it. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's match this up, because this was unexpected as we're talking about this. If we see anything else change. So let's see if we can match it up like this, too. Overcast, maybe? A little bit of fog piece. Manual override, rain start, rain forecast. I mean, we're kind of getting there. I'm seeing subtle changes out there, right? Okay, this kind of matches up. It's looking towards this direction. So it's more like this. Ah, yeah, maybe it's not. Well, it could just be the fog, but interesting. So yeah, I'm under the firm belief now that this lower portion here, the one that I'm tracing. Okay, so if we're to take block 3 here, this line, this could very well be tier 4 loot, like the best loot. It would be around the bears. You'd have to navigate through these trees out here. And there are these military installations like this. I don't know what this one's called. Do we actually have a name for this? I don't think there is. Oh, rods? Rod? We'll just call it Rod because I don't know how to pronounce the rest. But it has an antenna, and it's the one on the DayZ dev account. This is also in the video, I think. This is like an industrial area right here. But there is also a satellite compound. Oh, it's right here. It's called... I actually never saw the... Swarog? We're going to head right over to it. Let's see if we can't get an aerial shot and then kind of tail it in. There we go. I'll leave that up for a second while I take a swig of the tactical cylinder. Yes, Robert says it'll be a different type of playstyle. Totally different. Agreed. And in that way, I think it's going to add a lot of variety to it. And the fact that we can transfer, I think it's still going to keep the community together. Doo-dee-doo. Oops, I keep hitting tab like this is I Survive. Okay, if we slowly roll this direction, I think we're going to see... Okay, there's that industrial area that was in the video. I think if we keep pushing, it should be like maybe on top of one of these hills. I don't think... Oh, good guess on for me. Yeah, these would have some high tier loot. This could be a tizzy. Could be the tents at the end of the airfield kind of thing to kind of match it to stuff that we do not... Is that... I'm so interested to find little nooks and crannies that I'm like, is there a cave here? 'Cause a lot of this stuff is still very new to me too. Okay, look. Okay, this is a perimeter. What? Okay, guard tower. I never noticed that before. This is huge. Wait a second. It's not only this building, but look at this territory. It's massive. Guard tower. We already know what spawns in there. The good loot. Okay, okay. It's a little spastic when I have the free camera on. It's really fast. I'm trying to do it semi-slow and close enough because actually when I'm lower to the ground, it goes faster. Okay, we've got a guard shack here. Wow, I didn't realize the compound was that large. Wait, is that cave? Am I crazy? Okay, no. I can't, I want there to be a cave so badly. What was this called again? Polana? Polana? Got these bigger guard towers. Nice. There's like multiple layers to this. We have more guard towers in the interior by the... What is this, the prison? I keep... Says those roads are going to be dangerous travel routes there in the north. Yes! Not only to drive, well, obviously because council, we were having a hard time with vehicles in general. Am I right? What's this? Oh, okay. This is a garage. But just dangerous in general because you could get ambushed so easily by other characters. Barracks, barracks. Whee! More barracks. Yeah, this has to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is most definitely gonna be. This is tier 4 loot for sure. Look at the layers on this. Look at that. This is the third wall. Fourth wall. Multiple guard towers on the interior. I don't know what these are. Yeah, big time. Can you imagine taking this over? Yes. Yes, I can. Let me go ahead and show the map so you guys see what's going on here. We came from here and we traveled, let's just say the top of the map is north. Left is west, right is east, and down here is south. So we were here and we just went straight west. Honestly, if we were on foot and we did not have a compass, that would be extremely hard to navigate. Extremely. I'm saying it right now, you're going to want a compass probably the entire time because once you're in the trees, you're going to have no idea where you are. What's that saying? Seeing the forest for the trees? No. How's it go? Jeez. Where like if you're looking at the forest and you can't see the trees, but if you see the trees, the forest is like I don't know. Put it down below because apparently my brain has stopped functioning. But that's crazy. So yeah, we're definitely going to need Oh, there we go. That's way better. We're definitely going to need the ability to navigate, and there's not a lot of structures to poke out and give you a silhouette to help give you orientation, so I think we're really going to rely heavily on the compass. Because let's be honest, these foresty areas are going to be a really hard read. I mean, roads will help, but a lot of roads look the same when you're standing on them. Actually, giving this a more thorough once-over. This is a nice camp. Dang, dude, this one's huge. Yeah, so let's scroll back. Let's just say from, what is this, position 3? This has to be, everything under the cursor, the south of the cursor here, has to be top tier loot. Tier 4, right? Kulon, whatever that is, Dolonik. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. The, what was this one again? Rods? Rod? Rods. This industrial area, and the satellite dish for sure. The satellite dish is actually called, it's not Polana, that's the town. This is Swarog. We can just call it the satellite dish, or the dish, right? And this one has to have good gear in it too. Just by the sheer fact that it's in this tier 4 band. Because there's no way they would spawn you in the trees and be like, you don't have a compass, good luck. I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, this is speculation on my part, but again, looking at the way Chernarus is organized, you know, the spawn points being the easiest tier, tier 1. And then as you go in, tier 2, tier 3. I know we've probably all seen that graphic. I think it's on iSurvive that shows the tiered system. It makes sense. So that's another reason why I'll be running a lot of these videos and stuff throughout the coming weeks, and especially more towards the closer the release, and especially if we have a PC access to this ahead of time where it's actually in DayZ, because then we'll really be able to say, okay, what is new? Oh, you can see the tower from here. Or is that Pilana? Whee! That's Pilana. Yes, learn to read the map, folks. Understand elevation lines. Yes, that's a big one. If your map reading skills stink, it's worth your while to figure it out. It really is. This compound is huge. It's so easy to miss. I mean, probably not on foot, but there's a ton of towers, and this outer fence is crazy big. And I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite places to kind of pick, because it's not at the mainline loot, so it's a little more kind of get in, get out scenario. Says I can't see the forest for the trees. That's the one. Told you, it's been a long week. Oh, what city is this? Nadbor? Okay. This also has a lot of military stuff. Again, really giving a lot of legs to the. This is the tier 4 band that we're in. Gotta give some more reference points here. Robert said can't see the forest for the trees. An expression used of someone who is too involved in the details of a problem to see this whole situation. Yes. Forget the compass, give me a GPS, please. I don't know if there'll be a GPS. Speaking of which, we did see in the video that the truck is coming back, and I don't think it's going to be just for this map, but who knows. It should be for all the maps, because that's an old school vehicle. Beautiful. I said it before, but the more I walk around these trees, like it's going to be so great for us to just stash stuff, make little outposts, little ambush spots. It's going to be so great. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Polana, and I think we're aiming towards the west. Taking the road outward. We explored this last area last time. Or the edge part of the map. And again, if you found it useful, be sure to drop a like on the video / stream. And if you're here on the stream and you dropped a like, appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I hitting tab here? Sorry, I had the editor. There we go. Let me see if I can do this. Oh man, I was like, am I in Blender? Am I in Adobe? What's going on? Now, this is definitely a vehicle that could come for DayZ, the Hummingbird. As they've specifically said that they're going to do helicopters. Now, this is definitely Arma, so this is going to be different, and I'm terrible at flying, but we'll try it. Play this character. Go! I'm gonna... Yeah, we're gonna get wrecked. Alright, I forget how to fly this guy. Are we ready to get wrecked? Can you imagine going through like this in DayZ? I can. losing altitude. Oh no, it's not good for me. That'll conclude the map tour, the structure, the tiered structure for Livonia, coming for DayZ, and we'll give us some more tours in the very near future. That was a good run. What are you talking about? We totally made it. And yeah, we'll be doing more Livonia stuff here in Arma 3 throughout the weeks, heading towards the release. And again, as soon as we have a playable or even experimental branch version that we have in DayZ, we will be showing it and helping everybody out that's playing DayZ so we know what's coming for us, you know? That's so funny. I did not last long at all. I think he's like my squad dude or something. Odin. Run around in circles for hours. Frankly, yes, that's exactly why you want a compass. Step one, don't fly. Step one, don't build a base. Hang on a second. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I had to double check some stuff. Oh, I kind of want to try to fly the helicopter again. I'm really bad at it, that's for sure. Here, I kind of want to see if it's a bit murkier, right? Overcast start. Oh, time of day, And then fog start. There we go. It's looking more like the. Oh, it's a rainbow. Yeah, it's a rainbow. Try flying around a little bit before I gotta go. Unfortunately, this is a super short one. Start fog forecast. Is that right? Fog start, fog base. Alright, let's see if we can try it again. This is the actual model that when they put it in, it's gonna be this. Show us what? Jade's showing us how to fly. Yes. Oh wait, I forget which one. Ah, that's not as cool as the other one. Okay. Not the formation line. That's not good. That's not good. We're dead. Let's try that again. Yeah. Restart pre. I'm so good at this. That's bad. There we go. Oh, that's terrifying. How cool is this gonna be when this comes into DayZ, man? Yeah, raid from the sky. Heck yeah, dude! I think I'm heading towards the city, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Mason says, hey Jade, I've been playing with your friend from Xbox. I enjoy your server. Thanks, man. Yeah. Kinda wanna see what nighttime looks like. Oh wait. I can't do it. Incoming tracer fire. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, what? I don't know where I'm going. Let's try to do a loop-de-loop. Oh no, that's not how it works. I thought we had that for sure. You know what I mean? We were so close. Okay, so I'm getting close to the stop time, so we might as well do it here. Be sure to stay tuned or subscribe and turn on notifications so you get the notification for the next stream that's coming up and for videos for today. And we'll either be doing DayZ on the console, specifically the Xbox, or Star Citizen, depending on whether or not the live branch hits today. So it's either going to be today or tomorrow for both Star Citizen and for DayZ. Yeah. Yeah, Joe says, wait, were those bomb sites a second ago? I think so. Yeah, Arma has a lot of cool stuff. Like a lot of cool stuff. Alright, she says, have a great day, Jade. Yeah. Yeah. The smoke. Those animals? Bye, y'all. Yeah, I think we covered everything, right? Did I forget anything? Well, it's okay. We'll be streaming later on, right? Yeah. Aw, yeah. No, you hang up. Miguel says, don't leave. That's so funny. It says here, oh yeah, that's right. It says, Doctor, you just recently got Star Citizen. Are you like good to go? Because if we go later, you know, we can get down. Just as happy Loot's cupcake. So, okay, on 3. So did they fix the problem with the loot not spawning in on console? I believe so, Spartan. The official servers I think have gotten, if not all of them, a good chunk of them, are now spawning in the new loot properly between PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Community servers will spawn them in if they're new, or if somebody did a restore, or if they wiped the server. Says I need a new mouse. It is workable, but it's workable. Nice. Okay. Well, here's to hoping that you're beating cheeks with us in the mines. Mines? Caves. It's the caves. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all hopefully later on today. Peace. Love you, bush.